All right, this is another episode on how to properly bleed the e36 clutch. And, oh, here it is. Okay, new method just dropped. All right, so in a previous video, I showed how to bleed the system, but I have an update. So that method still works. You use the later style master cylinder with the Bimmer World soft clutch line that's blue. Thing works amazing. And you tilt your master cylinder upside down with the lines all connected and get your pressure bleeder on with like 15 psi. Bleed that through. That'll be good for the master cylinder. Slave cylinder, that should be good overall, but I dialed it in more tonight on the slave. And what I did was, this is a little more common on the internet of knowledge, but you get your slave, let's say you're looking at the transmission, probably gonna see it like this. It goes in here, and what can happen is because it's sitting horizontal like this, you can get a bubble pocket up here in the top, and even with pressure, it's still not gonna force its way out. Same problem with the master cylinder. But what you can do, unbolt it, it's 213s. Best way to do it is with an electric ratchet. 3/8 works perfect with a nice extension on there. And what you do, because you have the soft line, of course, because that's the only way to go, pop it off, take it off, kind of like this. You want to get the soft line angled right here. What I did was I'm pretty sure I went just straight down. It's like a 90 degree, just like that. Looks perfect. Take it off, you get enough travel with that soft line, and you just lay on your back under the car, crack the bleeder. It's kind of like bleeding with the pedal, except you do it with one person. You crack the bleeder, you kind of need two hands, but you crack the bleeder with one hand. You can either get a hose on there or just let it drip. Crack the bleeder, and then you just get like a block of wood, and you just push it down. And I only did it like 2 or 3 times. But basically, you're just compressing this piston just enough. You don't even have to go all the way, but you just crack the bleeder, depress this, close the bleeder, and then let it back out. Do it, 2, 3, maybe 5 times at most. And then stick it back on. Then get your pressure bleeder back on. You want to make sure the pressure is disconnected. You do not want any pressure. This thing is literally just loose in here. Not even connected to anything. There's no limiter, which is crazy that they don't put a limiter. But they don't put a limiter. So if there's any pressure, it's just going to blow right out. But yeah, you get this out, crack the bleeder, depress, close the bleeder, let it go. 5 times is probably all you need. Then get the pressure bleeder, the power bleed back on. Here's the power bleeder I use. Sorry, it's very dark. Let's see, what is this called? OMT. I got this on Amazon. It was like 40 bucks. But you get one, and it says on Amazon, they'll be like, oh, for BMW. Get the one that says for BMW. Works perfect. Get it on again. 15 psi works perfect. And then you just do the traditional method. You don't even have to mess with the master cylinder. As long as you've already done the master cylinder bleeding, this is all you need. And then the clutch works flawlessly. I have a stock clutch for a 325, M3 master cylinder, and a ZF trans from an M3. Works perfect. I got it. It was fine, but the bite point on the clutch was super low to the floor. It would only be like that far away. And I had a clutch stop, the adjustable one, nice, really nice one, from I think Turner. And I would put it on and, pushing the pedal, it really didn't, it wasn't quite bled enough to where you could use the stop, which really sucked because then you had to push the pedal all the way to the floor. Didn't feel great. But I re-bled this tonight and did just with the pressure bleeder again, and bled the brakes at the same time because I might as well. I didn't even see any air come out, but it felt way better, and now the clutch stop works perfect. Plenty of travel, it'll come off the floor, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe that much, maybe not even that much, maybe just enough. but plenty of room to use the stopper. It's a Turner one. It's just a threaded one, or I think you could even use like a bolt. I think it's like an M8 or M10, probably 1.5. And yeah, that's it. And I don't know, maybe a few other things while I'm here. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, differential.